Okay, everyone. We are just about ready. Let me undeafen on Discord. Okay, I need to move these people in here.
I call on
What?
Blue Eyes White Dragon!
Oh, I got teleported. Hi!
Yep. Hey, we're gonna be streaming. You're welcome to still hang out though. Just I'm streaming.
Coco teleported me. Mom and Dad just got contacted not too long ago by one of like the biggest tarantula sellers in the world. He's got like over 100,000 viewers on average per day.
What?
And he wants to make a commercial and sponsor Mom and Dad's business on his stuff.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep.
That's so cool. I'm glad for you guys.
I'm going to torture myself in Crucible.
Okay. So Lumi, you're welcome to still hanging around, but we're going to be proceeding with hosting the next session of the campaign. You don't have to mute, but I will let you know that we're going to be focused on the campaign specifically.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I mainly came to say hi to Frog, and then I was gonna bounce because I got some other buddies that are on, and I want to go harass them too.
Okay.
Bye, Lumi.
All right,
All right.
take it easy. Seriously, Frog, keep me updated. Do not be a stranger to my messages. I do not bite.
I will literally link every post about it in your DMs.
Thank you. I would actually appreciate that.
It'll be like, no, but I'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah, keep me in loop. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Okay,
See ya.
Let me get this image off the screen. We're gonna remove the startup image. Boom. Okay, so we are ready to start. This story, this part of the story specifically, is going to take place on the continent of Hick. Hick is this big continent up here, if everyone can see my mouse on the screen. And the village that Wuliang is going to be from is located right about here, in this little space between this lake and this small mountain. And this is the town right here. This is the town map. And the name of this town is Karatoa. It is KARA apostrophe TOA. Karatoa. So, in this village of Karatoa, there are predominantly wild. Wild are a race of people who essentially are animalistic in nature. They are fully animal people. They're humanoid in shape only, but they're usually covered completely in fur. They have animalistic characteristics. So that is what a wild looks like. In addition, this town or this village also has humans. And then, but the human population is very small in this village. There's only a handful of humans here. However, there are also a third subrace where if a human and a wild were to get together, they would reproduce and they would create what's called a feral. Ferals are more human in appearance with some aspects of animalistic features added to them. And that brings us to Wuliang. Wuliang is a feral monkey character who is usually working and helping his mother with tending to the gardens, what's labeled as a farmhand. So what you're going to notice is that these little sections here, these are all houses, but more specifically, they're tree houses, and they're surrounding larger, kind of stockier trees. And surrounding those trees at the base and the ground is going to be gardens, and each house has their own garden. Each house in this village grows their own food, and what traditionally happens here is that the men of a house will usually go and be a hunter, and they're going to go out and hunt or fish, or they'll gather meats and like build things and do the masculine role in a traditional environment. Whereas the women of this village would traditionally be the keepers of the garden and the tenders to the house. So that is typically the relationship mechanics here in this village. So, um, our story is going to begin with Wuliang being just here at the southern edge of the forest that this village is located in. They're at the point where the forest meets the meadow, this long meadow, and Wuliang is relaxing up in a tree, and he is fast asleep as he fell asleep while he was looking across the meadow over the beach to the ocean. He's just resting and fast asleep, getting the sleep of his lifetime. Wuliang, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. Let me just make sure the stream is good, and yeah, we're good. Okay. So, you're passed out. You're fast asleep. You're in such a relaxed state, and then all of a sudden you feel something like tap you on the shoulder, but like very rough. It's like it's a hard object that kind of it feels like something was thrown at your shoulder.
Ah! And I fall out of the tree.
Come on, rise and sign, or flop and fall. Either way, whichever one gets you down faster. What are you doing, Wuliang? And in this particular case, when you look up at the person who is there with you, you are going to see Emily.
Oh man, why'd you had to go and wake me up? I was having such a great dream. I was a grand hero of the village. And just never mind. What do you need, Amelie?
It's Emily, and I mean, I just was curious what you were doing. You were just up in that tree. I don't need anything. I was coming out here to take a look at the plants, and I saw you up there, and I was like, "Is he dead?" And so I threw a rock at you just to check. But nope, you're alive. So the better question is, what are you doing? Why are you all the way out here sleeping?
Well, and I start running back to the village.
You can't run from me that long. I know where you live. She's gonna chase after you, but you're faster than her. You have a longer stride. So you make it.
I don't run too fast. That way she like stays at a perfect distance from me.
So you just like stop occasionally, letting her almost catch up and then run again.
Well, I don't stop, but I slow. I make sure my pace is fast enough that she doesn't make any ground, but she doesn't lose ground either.
Bruh. Wuliang.
And I make childish faces at her.
When I catch you, Ricky. When I catch you, Ricky. No. It's like when I catch you, I'm gonna. And she like stops for a second. She starts huffing.
I run circles around her, like
She's just like,
like.
you quit
it. Sorry, I had to tease you just a little bit.
it. Why are you making me run for? Now I'm all out of breath. And she's gonna like sit down on the ground. Ugh.
Well, oh crap. The time. Uh
What?
he like looks for like the sun. Oh God, Mom's gonna kill me. I gotta get to
Ooh,
work, Emma
Wuliang's gonna be
or
in
Ema.
trouble. Wuliang's gonna be in trouble. Wuliang's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, see you later, Ema.
It's Ema Lee.
I know what I said.
She's like, whatever, I'm not chasing you again. And she's just gonna she's gonna sit down and just stay relaxed. And so you leave her behind. Okay, so you
And
said you're going to your house.
I am heading to where we usually work.
Yeah, so I'll be at your garden, around your house.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm supposed to help my mother harvest some of the plants that are ready to be harvested.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to read off some plants to you. And this is the part where I was mentioning before that you're going to need to be ready to take notes. So have your note taking section ready. There is a notes tab in your character sheet if you want to use that.
Oh, I have a notepad open.
Yep, that works too. Um,
So
so
plants.
in your garden, you have what's called an ambana tree, which is AMBANA, ambana tree. And the classification is a tree. The rarity level is a common tree. And it is a firm tree with strong wood that isn't too flexible. And it makes strong wood appliances. The ambana tree also produces the ambana fruit, which is an uncommon fruit. It is seasonal. The fruit of this tree is a banana that is coated in a semi-hardened, sweet-flavored sap, and it does not have a peel. So how this tree works is that it will produce a sticky sap that at the tip where the banana is going to grow out of, and then it will grow the banana in the enclosure of this semi-solid sap, and the banana will grow in there with no peel on it. So you can genuinely just grab the uh, the ambana from the tree and just eat it straight up with the sap on it and everything. The sap is a sweet flavor, and the fruit inside is reminiscent of a banana. So it's kind of like if you were eating a banana, but with like a kind of a honey glazed over it.
Mm.
You're also going to know that eating ambana reduces the duration of status ailments. It also works to reduce the duration of when somebody is sick. So if you get sick with a cold or whatever, you can eat ambana and it will or ambana and it will reduce the duration of the sickness. So the idea is that it will work in that favor. Okay. Now, the next fruit or the next plant in your garden is called pebble nut. This is a um like an acorn type of nut that will grow from a comparatively small tree. So it's a small little tree that's only like maybe roughly 5 feet tall in usual. Like it usually grows up to that tall, and it will produce pebble nut. Now these pebble nut are small acorns; they're not big, but um, they're about the size of a peanut, but like a decent sized peanut. But they're rock hard on the outside, so you need to roast them under heat uh, in order to crack them open to get to the nut on the inside. Now, eating a portion of pebble nut, which one portion of pebble nut is 7 pieces, will apply the effect of physical damage reduction +1. So, if something were to apply physical damage to you, it will reduce that amount of damage by 1. Let's see. The next one is called sunspud, which is a common vegetable. Essentially, it is a golden potato that retains warmth from the sun. And eating a sunspud usually provides a form of cold resistance. It gives you resistance to the cold, which is very important. It's a very common food in this area because you are, again, up here in the northern continent where there's a big icy terrain in the northern section of this continent. That means the temperature in this region is relatively cold, especially in winter seasons. So, having some foods that help with cold resistance is very important, along with being properly clothed with materials that helps you resist the cold. So, that's that. And then lastly, the last crop that is available in your garden is called a mistberry. Now, in order to have mistberries growing in your garden, they need to be tended to twice a day. They need to be sprayed with water twice a day. And mistberries are a common fruit. They are small, blue-colored berry that is damp from waterfall mist. So naturally speaking, you find these by waterfalls. And so you kind of have to spray them twice a day to replicate the mist that would usually water them. Now, eating a portion of mistberry, which is 5 pieces, recovers fatigue when consumed. And these are the different crops that are available in your garden. Your garden is predominantly taken up by the ambana trees. And so the biggest part of your harvest is going to be ambana tree or ambanas. But you do have sunspuds and mistberries and pebble nuts also available. So, you harvest your haul. Go ahead and roll a nature check.
What do I roll?
Wait, let me just check something. Would it be nature or survival? Let me see. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go with a survival check.
Okay. What dice am I rolling? I'm sorry.
That is 1d20, and it's going to be plus your survival modifier, which is 0.
Okay, straight D20. 12.
Okay. So, you get a decent haul. So that would be considered a successful check. So what do you do when you succeed a skill check?
Increase my momentum by 1.
You got it. So, you're able to harvest each of the different crops that are available in your garden. You get an average haul, nothing too fancy. Are you going to bring it inside, or are you going to bring it somewhere else?
What does my mother want me to do with them?
Usually you bring them in the house.
Okay, then I will do that.
Now, this town being so close to the glaciers and the icy region in the north, sometimes you guys will harvest the ice and you will carve it into like a box with an ice lid, and you'll store foods in these ice boxes to keep them cool and fresh for longer.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So that's where you're supposed to put them.
Okay, I do so.
Okay. Um, and you're going to notice that it's pretty quiet in the house. This probably means that everyone is already out and about doing their things throughout the day.
Um, I uh, I think I'll go talk to one of my friends.
Okay.
Since I have spent the required time that I need to like work, and I've already brought in the harvest and everything. So,
Right. So, where would you like to go?
let's see. Um, where is uh Hea?
Haya will generally be found either at her house or at Marrow's crafting hall.
Uh, oh, I see her name now. Okay. Um, well, I think I'll go to Marrow's crafting hall first.
Okay.
To see if she's there.
All right. So you arrive at
I
the.
imagine the workday is like ending at this point, right?
Uh, not necessarily. It's the afternoon, so people are. The way
Oh,
that
I,
this
I thought.
works is that people don't have work shifts. They just do the things that they want to do, and so they don't like clock in and clock out. It's just whenever you get to it, you do it.
Okay.
Um, so you make it to the Marrow's crafting hall, and you're gonna see your mom there. You're going to see your your brother Xiaolong, and you're going to see your sister Xia Xia, and you also see um, you see Mika, which is your friend Niala's mother, um, and finally you see Junia and Heya, Junia being Heya's mother. Now, to give a little bit more breakdown, Mika is an otter wild. So she's an otter based wild, which means she's fully animalistic, no human traits. She's just human in shape, but otter in features. And then your mother, Wuling, is a human. Your your younger brother, Xiaolong, is a monkey feral like you, along with your sister, Xia Xia. She's also a monkey feral. And Junia is a sheep wild, so she is fully animalistic but human in shape. And then you have Heya, who is a sheep feral, who is mostly predominantly human with some sheep like characteristics. Okay, so now that you've arrived into the building, what would you like to do?
Um, do I have any snacks on me?
Um, no, you put them all in the icebox.
Oh, there's not like any pre-prepared food out for that I could have grabbed.
No, uh, the food that the way that this place works is that everybody pretty much just provides for themselves for the most part, or they're for their own households. So like there's no like. That's why everybody has their own personal gardens.
Okay. Then, uh, I'm just gonna walk up to Heya.
Okay, so you approach Heya, and she's diligently sewing some pelts together. She it looks like she's working with leather, and she is trying to make some form of clothing item.
And I'm going to say, "Hey, Heya."
She looks up and her ears like kind of go down a bit, and she's like, "Oh, um, hi, Wuliang. Did you
What you
need
making
something?
there?
Oh, um, I'm just making a coat.
Neat.
Did you need something?
Oh, I was just seeing if your work was done. Seeing as it's not, I think I'll go play somewhere else. But
Oh, I can take a break.
oh no, I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Okay. Well, then I'll see you later, Wuliang.
Yeah, don't forget uh the spot we usually meet, okay?
Okay.
And I'm gonna run off. Uh Happy that I talked to one of my friends. Wuliang is actually incredibly lonely.
She's like, as you're leaving, she's just like staring at the spot where you were standing, and then she's just like, shakes her head around, and then she finally returns back to sewing, like refocusing. Okay, so where would you like to go?
um I figure I would real quick let my mom know that I finished the harvest and that I'm gonna go uh go play, you know.
Okay.
Um we don't really need to role play that though.
Okay, yeah. So you tell your mom you're gonna go out and play, and you've already finished the harvest, and um, she's gonna be appreciative and send you off. So you exit the Melrose Crafting Hall. What would you like to do?
Um First I'm gonna go back to the house and see if I can scrounge up something for a snack later.
Okay. Out of the foods that you've acquired, what food would you prefer to bring with you?
I'm thinking let's see. I'm thinking maybe a small like cloth pouch that I make for some misberries.
Okay. So you fill up a pouch with, we're gonna say, let me check something. You're gonna fill up a pouch with 15 Berries.
And then I'm gonna also put some nuts in there.
Okay. So you'll have 7 pebble nuts. So what you're gonna do is in your inventory on your character sheet, you're going to write Mistberry times 15 and then Pebble Nut times 7. Uh, these you can organize your inventory in whatever way you see fit. Like the information in your inventory, you can put it however you see fit. If you wanted to add item descriptions or whatever, that's up to you. If you want to just put the item name and have the description somewhere else, that's fine too. This the inventory space you're gonna see is just that's you have a lot of space. If you scroll to the right, you're gonna see this huge inventory space. You can fit a lot of stuff.
Indeed.
Essentially, yeah, your inventory is unlimited. It's going to be video game logic for your inventory system, but within reason. Obviously, you're not going to be fitting like 3 10-foot statues in your backpack, right? That's not feasible, right? So within reason, you have an unlimited inventory space. If you had 10,000 mist berries, that's fine. Those are small and can fit in a bag, even if there's 10,000 of them. I don't care. It's video game logic. It is what it is. You're not going to be encumbered by having mist berries in your backpack. But when you start doing like larger items, right? Like if you have, a statue or a refrigerator, like, like these big items, you're not going to be putting those in your backpack. It's not going to go in your inventory. But you can, get like a trolley and push it around or something, like there's all kinds of ways to move it around. But your inventory in your backpack is unlimited. However, you're going to notice that to the left of your inventory is a section called Battle Pouch. This section called Battle Pouch is 5 slots. Now, in your Battle Pouch, you are allowed to slot in up to 5 items from your inventory. 5 different items. So if you have 15 mist berries, you can put mist berry. Well, the way that it would work is you would put the name of the item and then the amount. Right, so name of the item and then the amount.
Oh, okay. That way. Okay.
Yeah. For the Battle Pouch, there's a specific format. And so the idea is that whatever items are in your Battle Pouch are quickly accessible during combat. And so this is the difference between the item skill that you have over here. And if you scroll down to your skill options, your basic skill to use an item says select an item in your Battle Pouch and use a number of it equal to the level of this skill's cast. So if you wanted to eat 5 mist berries that are in your Battle Pouch, then you would need to cast item at the 5th level to eat 5 of the same item. Now, if your item is not slotted into your Battle Pouch by the time that you are in combat, then if you wanted to put an item into your Battle Pouch and make it accessible, you would need to use the Rummage skill, which says select the number of items from your inventory equal to the level of this skill's cast and place them either in an equipment slot or your Battle Pouch, switching places with any items currently occupying the slot you chose to place the selected items in. And so you can move your items around in your inventory, but you're going to notice that it costs 3 action points to use Rummage and only 1 action point to use item. Right, so in order to use an item that's in your inventory, you would have to spend the 3 action points to Rummage and then spend the 1 action point to use the item. Except that doesn't work because you only get 4 action points per turn. Now for you, you have a feature called Action, which gives you an additional action point at the start of your turn. So you get 5 action points per turn. So that means you could do this because you could do something called Action Surge. Everyone has the ability to Action Surge. Action Surging means that during your turn, if you've already taken your action, you can then spend 1 action point to then gain an additional action during your turn. And then you spend the action point cost of your new action as well. So that means you only get 1 action per turn, naturally speaking, and then you can action surge to buy additional actions. And each time you action surge on the same turn, it will cost 1 additional action point. So the first time you action surge, it costs 1 action point. The second time you action surge on the same turn, it'll cost 2 action points. And then if you stop and then wait for your next turn and then action surge again, it's only 1 again. Right? So every turn it resets. Make sense? Okay. So, you're going to want to make sure that you're managing your inventory and keeping track of what items are currently slotted into your Battle Pouch and what items are in your inventory. This also works in your equipment tab. You're going to see your equipment tab. You have a primary weapon slot, an offhand slot, an armor slot, a helm slot, and 2 accessory slots. And then just under those, you have 2 requip slots. If you want to be able to switch weapons, you're going to put the new weapon that you want to switch to. You're going to have those readily available in your requip slots. Any item that's in your equipment inventory will require for you to use your rummage skill to place it into a requip slot, and then you need to use the requip action to switch to that weapon. So I hope that all makes
Got
sense. Okay. So, you now have your mist berries and your pebble nut slotted into your battle pouch. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna uh I'm gonna go for a walk.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm going to go to me and my friend's usual meeting place, which is like a clearing in the forest that has this big rock in it.
Okay. Let me bring up the map. The clearing that you're talking about is probably going to be up here. If you can see where the waterfalls cascade down and form a patch of grass area over here in this dead land area. So it's just north of the lake,
Mhm.
following the river. So it's likely going to be on this side, since your village is here, and you're not going to cross the river to get there. It's just boom, it's right there. So, so you're going to walk up this way.
Yep.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Let's see here. Got that, and then I need a D10. Uh, yep, that's just straight 50, I think.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Or it might be 60? I rolled a 50 and a 0.
Wait, how are you rolling your d100?
A percentile dice and then uh a D10.
Oh, then that would be 60, because it's 10 for the 0, right?
Yeah.
Or does your d10 have a 0 and a 10?
No, it just has a 0.
Okay, so that's a 10. Oh no, that's a 0. No, it's a d10, so the highest will have to be a 10. Yeah, it has to be a 10.
Yeah,
So,
because it goes 9, 1,
yeah.
7, 3, and then and
Yeah.
then 0 is 10.
Yeah. Okay. So
I was just having
60.
having a moment. Don't worry.
60. 60. 1, 2, 3,
I know how these
4,
math
5,
rocks roll.
6. Okay, so nothing happens. You're good. You can proceed, and you make it there. And an uneventful travel. You just kind of see the trees and the wind breezing. It's slightly chilly out as usual, but nothing that you can't handle. So you're gonna be up here, and are you waiting there?
I am going to basically do some shadow martial arts
Oh, okay.
to like physically train for like a little while. Like I'm gonna exercise.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Uh, Waiting for my friends to meet at our usual place so we can play.
Yep. Roll a d100 and tell me exactly what kind of exercise you're specifically doing.
48 and specifically I am doing like push-ups, sit-ups, um, running around, uh, and like I said, doing shadow martial arts.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Like pretending I know martial arts, even though my form is like terrible.
Yeah.
Like I'm punching and kicking the air.
Right. Okay. So you're there doing your thing, and then you hear a voice coming from the water, and uh, she's gonna say, "What you doing?"
I jump, ah, and whirl around. And who do I see?
You see Niala, and she's kind of like, she's got her elbows on the edge of the lake of the river, uh, and she's got her head in her hands, and then the rest of her body's in the water.
Oh, nothing. And I'm just beat red.
Uh huh. I mean, it looked pretty cool to me. Is that what you
Oh,
do in your spare time?
oh, yeah. I mean, uh, Dad wants me to get stronger, so I do do exercises and stuff like that. I never really was good with like a weapon, so I decided to hone my fists.
Okay, show me. And she's gonna like place her hands on the edge of the lake and pull herself out of the water, and walk over to you. She's like soaking wet now, like she's drenched, but she doesn't care. She's an otter girl, so
Yeah, I imagine she's wearing like clothes that are like
yeah,
water resistant.
yeah. They're water resistant. They're kind of baggy.
And I'm gonna be like, okay. I mean, I don't really want to hit a girl though. Mom says I shouldn't.
No, don't hit me. I mean, show me. Like I want to do what you were just doing.
Oh yeah, I can do that. And I start with basic punches and kicks.
Okay, I'm gonna get my d20 out. So roll a d20, and then I'm gonna roll a d20.
16.
10.
Oh, is it plus anything?
No, just a d20 is fine. Um, I can look at your because your stats are all zeros, so
Yeah. Yeah. something
it
something that we need to establish is I am incredibly average.
yeah,
Except
so
for my charisma. I got the riz, okay?
the only stat that matters.
The only stat that matters, yes.
um, yeah, so she's like she's worse than you at it. We'll put it that way. She's not that good, but she's having fun.
Yeah, I imagine we like sync up at one point.
Yeah, but she's like um she's not as coordinated. So even if she's doing the movement at the same time as you, her movement, like her positioning is like slightly off, and like she's just not getting it. She's like almost imitating your movements, but it's just like your
And
movements are already not
I'll
that
like
good, and then her movements are just even worse than yours.
can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
I watching her while I do my movements, like we're probably like facing each other
Yeah.
while doing it. I'm like giving her pointers, like, oh, you got to spread your feet out more. You gotta
Mhm.
relax your arm before the um just before you hit, tighten your muscles.
And she's gonna like flex her arms, like, yeah, I have these muscles. She has like noodles.
Yeah, and I'm like, ooh, I wouldn't want to get hit by those dangerous weapons.
Yeah, you better watch out. She's gonna like shadow jab a few times. And then you hear a quiet voice approaching, and you immediately recognize it as Heya. And she's like, Wuliang, I'm here.
Hey, hey,
You said for me to come by, so I finished what I was working on for now.
yeah, I want to talk to you all about something, but I don't want to do it until Emily gets here. Or Emily.
Yeah. Okay. We can wait for her here, I guess.
But me and Nyala were just doing some I think they call it martial arts.
Yeah, come on, Heya. Come join us. Heya's like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I don't think I can.
Come on, hey, you gotta be more confident in yourself. I bet if you I bet you could even beat me up.
Let me rephrase. I am confident that I can't do that.
And I think I'll giggle at that and just smile at her like, okay.
And with that, uh, a louder.
And I'll give her a little pat on the head, like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
And then a louder voice approaches. She's like, "Aha! That's where you've gone." And you see Emily show up. Okay. So what are you up to? What is that? Why are we all here? What's going on?
All right. So, and I'm gonna like acrobatically jump up onto the big rock.
Roll acrobatics.
Yes. That is 15.
Okay. That is a successful skill check.
And
What happens during a successful skill check?
oh yeah, momentum.
Yeah, you got it. It's very important to keep track of our momentum because if you forget to add it, you just lose it. You just don't get it. So don't forget to add your momentum.
Yeah. I gotta get on that, I think I'm gonna forget it a lot, but so yeah, I like acrobatically leap up onto the using my monkey traits to leap up onto the top of the rock, and I'm going to proclaim, I finally figured out what I want to do with my life, guys.
Oh, that's exciting. That's Nyala. And then Heia's like, oh, I'm more than happy to listen and hear about it. Emily is going to be like, and what is that? Sleeping in trees?
No, I am going to become a hero, and I'm going to do a pose.
Nyala is going to applaud. She's like, And then Heya is gonna be like, she's gonna look in wonder, and she's like, "Wow, that's great." And then Emily's gonna just fall to the ground laughing. She's like, "Yeah, okay."
Ah, you're just jealous that I have cool poses that I can do. And I strike another pose, and I'm going to roll a performance. Ooh, that's really bad. Ooh. Uh 9.
Is that plus your performance? You have a modifier
Yeah.
of 4. So you rolled
Yeah,
a
that's close.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you try to strike this cool pose, you actually end up falling off the rock. But you don't fall so bad. You do catch yourself before crashing.
And I like I just sit up and I rub the back of my head and start laughing with Emily.
all the girls are laughing now. They thought it was funny. Nyala's like, "You're so silly, Wuliang." But I think it's cool that you want to be a hero.
Yeah, I want to bring prosperity to our village
Emily's gonna be like, "So what does that mean? Like, how are you gonna do that?"
by becoming one of the strongest heroes in the land and
Oh.
fighting monsters and searching out treasure to bring back to the village.
So you want to be an adventurer? Okay. Well, I don't know if you've heard about it, but my grandfather used to talk about this academy all the time. He would not shut up about it. He said it was a place where he met some of the best people and formed awesome parties before traveling. And yeah, he spoke very highly of this academy that was in a place called Estria.
Oh, do you know where this academy is? Did he tell you?
Of course I do. It's in a place called Estria. That's like,
Yeah, but like where's Estria?
I think it's like south from here.
South from here, but that's that's where the ocean is.
Yeah, it's across the ocean, you moron.
I haven't I have sudden realization. Oh.
Nyala is gonna look at you and she's like, "So, do you want to go?"
Absolutely. I want to become an adventurer and uh become one of the greatest heroes in the land.
Emily is gonna be like, "Well, you're not gonna go to my ancestors' homeland without me. Besides, I'm the only one here that knows where it is, anyways. So I suppose I should come." And then, oh my god, I did a charisma check for Heya to see if she would speak up, and she not one, so she's just gonna be quiet. She's just quiet. She's gonna like put her
Yeah.
fingers together.
Wouldn't it be fun if we all went?
Nyala is gonna be like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome. It sounds like a great adventure for all of us as friends."
Totally just friends. And I'm going to be like uh well, there is one hang up. I don't think our parents would let us go.
um, Emily is like, "Are you kidding?"
Well, you know how your parents are, and you know how my dad is.
My parents are perfectly fine with me going anywhere I want. I literally come from a line of adventurers. Everyone in my family has traveled and settled in a different place from where they were born.
Oh yeah.
Nyala's like, I'm sure my parents will be fine with it anyways. All I do here is just go fishing, so I'm kind of in the mood for a change of scenery. I could do with a change of scenery. So let's do it. Let's go somewhere. And Haya is just still quiet in the background, just steepling her fingers together.
What do you think, Haya?
Uh, she like freezes and everyone stares at her, and then she gets even more nervous, and then she's just like, yeah, Haya, are you okay? She's like, um, I'd like to go, if that's okay.
Of course.
And she's gonna smile and be like, internally, like, yay.
And Wuliang is gonna be like, all right, that settles it. We're gonna sneak off and go on an adventure.
Nyala's gonna be like, but how do we get across the ocean? None of us know magic.
We could build a raft.
Like a fishing raft? But like to cross
But
the
bigger.
ocean?
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad enough idea that it just might work.
I know, right? And I rub my finger under my nose, like, all cheeky like, while beaming.
And then Haya is gonna be like, we should use Ambana wood. It's strong and durable.
I agree.
And
I think I
then
know where some wild ambana trees are.
and then Nyala is going to say, um, oh, you know what? In the river, there are these fish. Uh, let's see. They're called a driftfin trout. A driftfin trout has this weird, stretchy fin that, when it's in the water currents, it will kind of like the current of water will push against the stretchy texture of the fin, and it kind of propels the fish in that direction. I wonder if we could do something similar, but with the wind current instead of water current. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Um, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, because otherwise we're gonna have to paddle, and paddling across the ocean doesn't seem very feasible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but like, how do we make a fin, a stretchy fin?
Well, I look at Haya.
Um, um, oh, we might be able to use um some snow plume yak pelts. They're pretty strong and resistant, and might catch the wind. Uh, if we make like a blanket out of them and hoist it up.
Yeah, like on a pole. We can call it a sail.
And then Emily's like, that's a dumb name.
And I then pout like, oh.
Hi, One Night Gaming. Hello, thanks for stopping by.
But I quickly recover from that blow to my ego.
Emily is so fun. So one thing you're going to notice also about Emily, that people are also going to be able to see it from her image, is that she actually, in her hair, she ties a plant called a fireleaf. And now you're gonna be remotely familiar with fireleaf because it is a very spicy plant. It's a leaf that is very spicy, and in fact, just touching it with your skin will create burns on your skin. It actually inflicts the status ailment burn when you come into contact with it, and she just ties them in her hair like it's nothing. I feel like that complements her spicy personality a little bit.
Yeah, indeed.
And okay, so she's gonna say that's a stupid name, but then Nyala is gonna be like, I think it's fine. I think naming it a sail is a good name. And then Emily's gonna be like, yeah, whatever.
Um,
Okay, so we should gather the materials. And then Heya is gonna be like, well, we might have materials in stock at the crafting hall. We might not even need to go out and gather them.
that's fair. But do you think that they would have Vambana wood in there? Maybe.
She's gonna be like, yeah, there's plenty of Ambana wood in the crafting hall.
Question is, how are we going to get it without people asking questions?
Um, we go in at night,
All right. Um,
and then we bring the materials here to build it here. Or no, because then we'd have to carry it all the way to the beach. We bring the materials
well,
to the beach.
yeah. And then I'll gather some food for us because we're probably going to be sailing for a long while, and
Emily's gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna need to bring enough food for 4 people for probably like a week or two. You should probably be safe and grab 2 weeks of supply of food for 4 people, because if we only need 1 week supply but have 2 weeks, we'll be comfortable.
right. So we just brought in the harvest too. So
Yeah, that's good. We'll harvest our own gardens at home too. And then Emily is like, you know what? I'm gonna go and do some foraging in the woods. So we'll have extra.
and I'm going to be like, yeah, um, though perhaps I should go with you.
As if you just slow me down.
I mean, that's fair. But um,
I
you
don't want
could
to have
run
to.
into some you could run into some danger out there, you know?
Danger, smanger. If anything even catches a scent of me, they run away because I'm spicy. She points at her hair. You think I tie these in here for decoration?
Well, that convinces me that she's gonna be okay. Totally won't hear a scream and have to go running and beat something up.
What's the theme? I heard ship and see a monkey. LOL. Also, I've not heard anyone else but squirrel and one every other very quiet person. Oh yeah. So this is a session 0, and this means that this is Wuliang. This is one player character, and the rest of the characters on the screen are NPCs. And I am voicing the 3 NPCs and all the other NPCs for that matter. But this session is the final session 0 for all the players, and then the next session we'll have all the players together. So the session 0s are essentially like a player's backstory, and so it's like playing through a little bit of the character's life before they traveled and met up with the party. That way, by the time that the campaign officially starts with session 1, all of the players kind of already know what characters they knew back at home, what foods they ate, what the culture was like, what the terrain was like, and they actually have a better feel for their character by the time that they make it to everyone else. So you're not gonna hear any of the other players. I mean, there are some of the other people here in the server and in the VC, but they're quiet at the moment because this is Wuliang's turn for his character. That's a unique session 0 variant from what I've seen. Session 0, from my experience, is everyone talking over what they feel. Oh yeah, yeah. Essentially, it's kind of like that, but it's also like, it's like if take that conversation, but have the players actually play through it to figure it out, right? So it's like getting the feel for their character and all that stuff, and yeah, so it's pretty quiet for me. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. I can probably see. Oh, you know what? I think I do know how to fix that. Hold on. Let me. Sound settings. Let's bring this over here. Device properties. Aha. Okay. Does that sound better? That should sound better. I turned up my microphone volume. I don't know if it's going to also catch my background noise. How many total player characters? There's 5 total players currently. The maximum. Oh, thank you. Thank you for confirming that's way better. The maximum players that I would want to have is 6 for this campaign. But currently we have 5, and we're still in the session 0s. So if somebody had a good character idea that would fit the theme of the campaign, then we would be open to onboarding one more person and doing their session 0. But if not, it's fine. We can just stay at 5 and move forward. Yeah, exactly. Then you asked one more question, and I'll answer that question, and then I'll get back to the campaign session. The other question you asked is what the theme, right? So the theme of this campaign is that these are characters who are all 13. All the player characters are 13, starting out their lives. This is the beginning of their journeys. And they're going to play through their session 0s in their hometowns and live through a day in the life of themselves. And then they're going to then travel from their hometown to the academy. And they're all going to undergo training at the academy. And so they're going to spend their school years developing their characters, and then they'll graduate the academy and become adventurers. And that's when, like, by the time that they become adventurers and graduate, they've already met each other and learned about, their skill sets and developed a bit and met each other, become friends, and then eventually they'll form a party at the end, and then that's when the actual campaign starts. And they do all the adventuring. Child to learning to experience very difficult. Thank you. Yeah, I did put a lot of work into this campaign concept, including building a world map and all that stuff. So it's nice to see people stop in and appreciate the work that I put into it. So thanks so much. I hope you enjoy the rest. Okay, so where were we? You were here talking about the sales. And what was the last part of what we just said?
We were just like basically talking about like what where we can get the
Oh,
materials
yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
right. And she was gonna go foraging, and she has the spicy leaves, the fire leaf, tied in her hair to ward off predators. Um, so, Heya is going to say, I can sew the sail, and like she calls it by the sail, the name that you mentioned. And then Nyala's like, okay, what should I do? And then Heya's like, oh, actually, we might need an adhesive. How are we going to bind the wood pieces together? I don't think the traditional method for using vines to tie them together is going to work on a rough ocean surface. Because in your town, the fences that you guys make, the fence posts and stuff are tied together with vines.
Mm.
And then Niala's like, oh, you know what? There's two options that we could use for an adhesive. The mossback hare has a faux moss on its back that is very sticky, so you could use that for an adhesive. Or if you put in a little bit more work, you might be able to get a better adhesive. If you take some of the what were they called? Hold on a second. If you take some snow plume, no, not the snow plume. Where is it? Oh yeah, I was right. If you take the snow plume yak hoof and grind it up into a powder, add water and heat it up, it becomes a very sticky adhesive as well. So, we have two options. What do you think we should do?
Well, when do we want to leave?
That's up to you. You're the one that's going to be the brave hero.
True.
And when she says brave hero, Emily like chuckles to herself for a second, like a small little chuckle.
What about how long do you think it would take to grind down Yak's feet?
I don't know. Heya, what? How long does it take? Um, well, if if you use the grinder at the crafting hall, it should only take maybe 20 minutes. But then you also have to add the water and heat it. So that may take a little longer. Maybe about 30 to 40 minutes total.
Hmm. I mean, we can try it. I'm just not sure if we'll be able to pull that off. So why don't we gather some of the moss, but also try to do the yak feet adhesive?
Yeah, I was like,
And
that's
if
a
we
good
just
plan.
yeah, and if we just run out of time, or someone comes to investigate, we can just, you know, leave it and we have already gathered adhesive.
Yeah, that sounds good. So everyone has their jobs. Everyone ready?
Ready. And I put my hand out for to do a you know,
Yeah.
place our hands in the middle and throw them up.
Niala quickly puts her hand on top of yours, and then Emily is gonna like roll her eyes like ugh, and she's gonna put her hand on top of hers, and then um and then great. And then Heya is going to hesitantly put her hand on top.
Go team!
And then everyone pushes their hands up. And Emily's gonna be okay, I'm out. And she's gonna go wander off into the woods. Nyala's like, you know what, Emily, wait for me. Let me come too. I have to find the mossback hair anyways. And then Heya's like, I guess I should go back to the crafting hall.
Yeah, I'll come with Heya. I wanna make sure that we even have yak feet.
Yeah, we should check and make sure. And so she's gonna start walking back to the camp, to the village.
And I'm gonna walk next to her with like my hands behind my head.
And you can see that she's like nervous without even rolling, because she's like her passive deception would be in the negatives if she had one. Right? Like she's readable like a book.
You know, that's what I like about you, Heya. You're so easy to read.
I am.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing. It just means that you wear your heart on your sleeve.
But I need my heart in my chest.
It's a figure of speech. And I giggle a little bit at her little naivety.
And then you guys make it back to the camp. You pass the North Post and you head to the Marrow's crafting hall. Everyone else has already left. It's getting kind of dark. It's not dark yet, but it's like sunset is pretty much happening. And you go inside the Marrow's crafting hall. You're gonna notice that in this village, there are pretty much no doors, except for at the houses. Right, the other buildings that are here, like, are just open. So people can go in and out as much as they please. And the reason why they did it this way is because they encourage for people to, like, if you have the itch to work on something, just do it. Just go and get something done. So, you guys make it to the Marrow's crafting hall, and you're the only two in the building. So in the crafting hall, you're going to see a hefty pile of ambana wood. There's also some of the hooves of the snow plume yak. There's like a bin of them. There's also essentially what would function as a stovetop, but the way that it works. Do you remember the item called scorl that I mentioned earlier?
Yes.
So the way that this works is that imagine there's like a pan of water that's maybe like 3 or 4 inches of water. And then there's some squirrel in that water, or not in the water yet, but you would put the squirrel in the water, and then you would put a flat, like, you know what's like a, what do they call, like a cooking stone? Like it's
Like
essentially
a
it's just like a flat stone that usually you would put like a pizza on it, or like you would cook on it. You could cook eggs on it.
oh, okay, yeah.
It's like a flat, smooth stone. So you would put that stone above the water, on top of the edges of the pan, and that would function as a heat source to heat up the stone. Yeah, hooray for crafting materials! Exactly. Yeah, a hot rock. That's what it's called. Let me like Google that, hot rock, or maybe it's a hot stone. Okay, hot rock is apparently a band. Hot rock cooking. Yeah, it's a hot stone. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that is the most edited image I have ever seen in my life. This image right here. Oh, it's so zoomed in. Okay. This is so edited, but it would function like exactly like this, if you look at the stream. And instead of having a fire underneath the stone, you would have water, but you would place the squirrel in the water. Now, squirrel, for those who didn't get to hear about it earlier, has a mineral property where it has a thermal reaction to water, and it will heat up in the presence of water. And so it will create the effect of providing heat to the stone, and then you'd be able to put yeah, right, for visual aids, exactly. And then you would put the water in some kind of pot, or some kind of bowl that would be able to withstand the heat, and you would be able to boil the water while adding your ground up yak hooves. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Can I also like I think the squirrel would be nice for like crafting materials. So
Oh yeah.
I kind of want to like take some squirrel for like for possible cooking on the ocean.
Yeah, smart plan. So you will be able to take, I'll allow you to take up to, let's say, 8 squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yep, and it's just the word coral with an S in front of it. Because it's literally just like it's like coral, and material, and the way that it is a coral reef kind of material. But it's like if you combine the word scorch with the word coral, that's how I came up with the name.
Gotcha.
I just thought it was pretty smooth. Squirrel just sounds cool.
It does sound cool.
Thank you.
Who knows? Maybe I'll make some knuckle dusters out of squirrel, and I'll punch things and burn them.
Well, they only get hot in water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if they're not in water, they're not hot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe I'll have to punch something underwater.
You just throw a cup of water on your boxing gloves and then go for it. You could always just get them wet, dunk them in water first, and then fight somebody.
I'm like, fight me!
Right. Okay, so let me get these characters off the screen since Nyala and Emily are away. It's just you and Heya.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some squirrel for cooking purposes.
True. So you get 8 squirrel to add to your inventory.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna turn to Haya and be like, so
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure that we have some. I'm gonna get some water boiling.
Sounds good.
Um, do you need any help with the pelts?
Um, they are kind of heavy. If you wouldn't mind bringing them to the
Oh
table for
yeah,
me.
yeah. No worries. I can do that for you. And I flex a little.
I need about let's see. 1, 2, 3, 9.
You betcha. And would you like me to roll?
Yeah, roll a strength check.
Okay, that's just a straight
Well,
D20, baby.
well, the
Let's
question
go.
the question is though, are you gonna carry them all at the same time, or are you gonna try to
No,
carry them?
no, I'm gonna carry like a few at a time.
Okay, do a strength check, and I'll tell you how many you can carry at one time.
That is a natural one.
You struggle with the first one.
Uh,
Just like she said, they're kind of heavy.
um, could I spend a momentum point to like re-roll that?
So the way that momentum works is that you have to be able to auto succeed, you have to spend 100 points of momentum.
Oh, I don't want to auto succeed.
Oh yeah,
I
just to
I
re-roll.
yeah, just
I mean, you
re-roll.
can just try again, right? So like the first time you just
Oh, okay.
maybe you just kind of like didn't you know get a good grip and you didn't.
Usually that is not an option in tabletop games.
Well, it's because like usually when you make an attempt, it's like okay, but I'm gonna treat it like I will say most of the time you won't be able to do that, right? I will agree, but in this particular case, it's like this is not something like trying to disarm a trap or it's literally just trying to lift something. So it's not like
Mhm.
it's not crazy. Um, the way that that one's gonna work is that we'll chalk it up that you just didn't have a good grip and you didn't expect it to be as heavy as it was. So you just you didn't get it right the first time, but you can then
I
adjust
lifted with
and
my
try
back
again.
instead of my knees.
Yeah. So now you realize, okay, this is actually a little bit heavy. Let me pick this up properly, and so you can try
Uh,
again.
12.
That's fine. You can pick up 2 at a time.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ferry 2 at a time to the table.
Yep. And they are kind of heavy. They're no joke. They are very thick-skinned creatures.
I'm like, man, I should bench press these.
And then she's gonna start getting to work sewing them together right away. Um, they're already shaved, by the way. Like it's just the skin.
Mhm. But yeah, I'm gonna go and boil water.
Yep. Okay. So how many squirrel are you going to add to the pan of water?
Prob how much do you think it would take? I mean, I'm an amateur chef. I know my way around.
True.
Uh,
Roll a d100
sure.
and then add 10.
That's my D10. Here's gonna be my percentile. So that's 38.
You know that it'll probably require somewhere between 2 and 5.
I'm going to put 3 in.
Okay.
Just, kind of like cut it in half, 3.
Yeah, and just to clarify, you don't need to use the ones that's in your inventory for this. You'll be using the ones that are at the crafting hall. The inventory ones are extra ones that you're taking with you afterwards.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So,
let me add that point of momentum.
true. The the water is starting to heat up. It's starting to boil pretty quickly, actually. It's a very rapid reaction.
And then I'm going to look around for the grinder.
The grinder is so the way that the room is laid out is that the center of the room is a long workstation, like with there's multiple grinders, there's multiple woodcutters, there's like, there's a bunch of multiple stations at the center of the room. And then along the walls of the room are the supplies. So the grinders are in the center of the room.
My dog is pawing me. He wants something and I don't know what he wants. But I'm gonna is the grinder like big or is it like a hand grinder or
You're gonna grind it by hand, but it's also a decently sized one, so it's not small. So it does have the capacity to grind bigger materials.
Okay, can I move it over to like my cooking station?
The grinding stations are next to the cooking stations.
Oh, okay, like
So,
directly next.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, they're
I
really
didn't need to look for them. Got
yeah,
it.
yeah. You just take a step to the left, and then boom, you're there.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna start grinding some yak feet into powder.
Okay. Go ahead and roll survival. Actually, no. This one would be a nature check because you don't have experience doing this. You just heard about doing it from knowledge. So this would be a nature check.
That is a 3.
That yak hoof is proving to be as tough as that hide. It is rough. And then Heya is gonna look over and she's gonna be like, do you want some help with that?
Oh no. I got it. Don't worry, hey.
She's gonna come over and hold on, let me roll first to see if she has enough confidence to do it. Okay, yeah, she can come over. She's gonna come over to you, and she's gonna like grab hold of your wrists from behind you and like guide your hands, and she's gonna like, look, like this. You position the grinder and you press in this direction, and she's gonna like guide your hands to do it. So go ahead and roll again at advantage.
And what does advantage do? Same thing as D&D?
Yeah, you just roll twice and pick the better roll.
Okay. Okay. I think this dice is gonna go into the dice jail. I rolled a 9.
Twice?
That was my highest.
Oh. What was the first roll?
First roll was a 9, second roll was a 1.
Oh. Okay, so a 9 total. Let me roll another die. Let me see. Because, like, if she's also guiding your hands, then she's also able to add a bonus. So we're gonna roll a d6 and see if she can assist you. She also rolled a 1. So you got a total of 10. So it's proven
Is that a pass?
it is not a pass, unfortunately.
No.
Um,
but maybe she realizes like what she's doing, and like she like
she retracts her hands. Yeah.
goes into a blushing fit
Yeah.
and like stutters and
Yep. And
all
she's
that
like, "Oh,
stuff.
I'm sorry." And she's gonna go back to her station and like start sewing frantically. And she's like, I don't think I'm strong enough to press hard enough. You're gonna have to do it on your own."
Yeah, but you did help by teaching me like the wrist movement, and I'm just oblivious. I am the oblivious protagonist.
Yep. um, and then
I think I can handle it from here, and I'm gonna try again.
okay, go ahead, roll one more time. I'll let you do it one more time.
Oh, that's a 9 again.
Okay, nope, you don't succeed. It's proven to be very tough. This yak's hoof must be made out of metal or something. It's ridiculous. um, so, okay, Emily was out foraging for food. So Emily is actually going to return, and she's going to enter the crafting hall. And she's like, "Okay, I got my harvest for the night. I'll probably go back out tomorrow morning. Anywho, what's your guys' progress?" And she's gonna look over at Heya and see the progress on her sewing. She's like, "Wow, that's some pretty good stitching." You know, at first I thought this sale idea was kind of dumb, but I mean, this might actually work.
What? Do you have to go outside? We might have to take a break for like a few minutes so I can take him out.
Okay, yeah. Dog going to the bathroom is important. We don't want to disconvenience a dog because dogs are great.
Yeah, yeah. Totally don't want to disconvenience the dog. Looks at him with murderous intent. No, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Frog.
I've been muted this whole time.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you named his hometown Hick, dude.
I named his hometown what?
Hick.
Oh no, that's the continent.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
the entire
Bro, same
continent
difference.
is called Hick. The hometown that he's from is Karatoa.
Oh. My bad. I got the two mixed up.
Yep. Dun dun dun. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I have like the ability to put these like character images on the screen when they're like present. So I'll definitely be using that feature. I might be able to like at some point do a thing where maybe there's like an indicator for which character is talking. Right? Because maybe I'll have like a little lighting effect or like maybe like a speech bubble pop
is
up
that
on
the
the screen.
YouTube stream?
Yeah, the YouTube stream.
Oh, cool. I've just been like I have the stream running, but I've been listening over VC.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been bringing the character models up. I have I made
heck,
little
that's cool.
character images on it was an AI generator. Because I mean realistically, I have hundreds of characters, so if I were to commission an artist to draw them, it's like it would be way too expensive. That'd be insane. So I figured getting art, at least character references from AI is fine, and then like over time, I'll work on getting like commissioned artwork of the important characters. But for just
You
like
could just draw.
yeah, well, I mean, I can't draw. I can't do that.
Yeah.
If I tried to portray these characters, I would not portray them even close to what they should look like. But I mean, I figure for like the simplest characters that are like not main characters, they're just side characters or here and there. Like I can just utilize the AI for visual references, and then like for the main characters, eventually commission artwork to have them drawn correctly and perfectly. But I mean, it's working out pretty well. They I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they look good. The character, the art looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very difficult for me to get Emily's character concept because it kept going overboard with like the red plants in her hair, and I was like, I just need a simple like red leaf here and there, like tied into her braids. So, you know, and then eventually I got this one, and I was like, yes, it's perfect. It's so good. Anyway, we are now at the point where Wuliang is trying to craft a raft so that he can get off the continent of Hick and travel to Estria, to the academy. So
I think I caught taking his dog out or something. He's taking care of his dog.
yeah, he's taking the dog on a walkies. One Night Gaming, are you still around in the chat? Because I can respond to questions if you have any. If not, that's okay. But yeah, after this session, all of the player characters, session zeros will be finished, and we'll be able to start prepping for the first session of session 1, where all of the players will be in the same place. And I am super hyped to see which player characters get placed into the same houses as each other. So who's going to be roommates, who's going to be dorm mates, and who's going to be separated. But these characters that are going to be coming with Wuliang, I'm also going to have to make character sheets for them so that they also have their personality traits finished, so that they also can get properly sorted into their houses.
Wuliang is back.
Yay! Okay, so let's continue. So Emily yeah.
And Yala?
Yeah, she's like, so this might actually be a good idea. And then she's gonna look at you and she's gonna be like, the heck are you doing? Are you playing with that?
No, I'm trying to grind these hooves into dust, but they're so hard.
Oh my gosh. Okay, just give it to me. Let me try.
And I'm gonna like hand the grinder over to her, like, defeated.
Okay, she's gonna roll. Dropped it. No. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. And she rolled a 15 on the die plus modifiers. So that's definitely a success. So she's gonna start grinding it, and she's got the technique down. She's just, it's going. It's just it's, and you can kind of see like her expression. She's got like fierce anger, and she's just like letting her anger out on this hoof, and it's getting ground up.
Stupid Wuliang. Always get himself into things and such.
Yeah. She's just grinding away at it, and eventually it's now it takes a whole 20 minutes, and she finally like and it's done, like it's ground up. She's like, my arms, that was so difficult. It better be worth it. This better work.
And I'll be like, thanks, Ema.
And then finally Nyala shows up, and she's like, okay, I got some of the faux moss from the mossback hares.
Yeah, I just had an idea. What if we use both adhesives?
Oh, you can make like a super adhesive.
Child logic.
Yeah.
Child logic says yes.
Yeah, do it. Let's mix it together and see how it works. This is interesting, exciting. I've never seen this happen before, so I'm curious. And then she looks over at Heya, and she's like, are you okay? Because Heya is like, her whole face is red, and she's just like still in like a mental daze from the situation from before. She's gonna go over and attend to Heya.
I'm still oblivion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, your face is red. Are you okay? You got a fever?
She's gonna be like, I'm just gonna get some water. I'll be back. And she's gonna get up and walk over to a water station.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need water.
Emily's like, you didn't think of that before?
Don't worry, I have an ideal.
She's like, you're a moron. she's she'll be like, I already thought of the water. But what's your ideal? I would love to hear it.
We take one of our freeze boxes, right? We fill it with water, we freeze it, and then we can like chip off chunks and stuff for, and then it lasts a long time.
You are a special kind of moron. Wuliang, look at me. She's gonna lean in close. She's gonna look me in the eyes right now. Look me in the eyes.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna like flick your forehead. And she's like, don't be stupid. Ice will melt. If you put our water supply in an ice box and we go on the ocean where it's warm and tropical, it's going to melt and we will lose all of the water.
Oh. And he's gonna be like, but it might be a good idea to take a freeze box for our food. That way it lasts longer.
I'll give you that much. That is a smart idea. We can put our food and maybe even some containers of water in the icebox. But we can't just
Yeah,
put the
water
water directly.
skins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, then it'd be nice and cool and refreshing.
Exactly. At least for a while.
Yeah, at least for a while. And Wuliang is gonna look over everybody and then be like, "Okay, I think I'm going to go and grab some provisions for us." Yala, I just had an idea.
Yes?
Do you think you can fish some catch some fish or procure us some fish?
Absolutely. So you already
It might
know,
be.
for most people in this village, they'll use like spears for fishing. But Nyala literally just grabs them with her hands. Like she just gets in the water and she just goes up to them and grabs them.
That's hilarious. But I have a crazy idea for a new invention:
Yes.
the fishing rod. You take a long bendy stick, right? And then you put some strong string on it. A lot of
Uh-huh.
it. And then you can have this pulley system that will reel in and out the string. And then you have a hook at the end, or like a barbed spear tip or whatever. And you throw it in the water with something that the fish would want to eat, and then it'll catch the fish. And you have to wrestle with it and reel it in. Sounds really fun, doesn't it?
Emily is gonna be looking at you like, what the frick did you just say? And then Nyala's like, I don't know, it sounds like a lot more work than just grabbing them with my hands.
I don't know. I just fish with my tail, and I walk off.
Okay, so
Like literally Goku style. Dips his tail in the water,
right.
waits for a fish to nibble on it, and whips the fish into the air with his tail, and then punches it.
So Heya is gonna resume working on sewing the yak pelts together. Um, Emily is gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then in the morning I will resume foraging and then meet everybody at the beach. Um, and then Nyala's like, I'm going to head to sleep as well, get some rest, and I'll meet with you guys in the morning. But if we also run out of food somehow during our journey, I can always fish while we're on the ocean. There's plenty of fish in the ocean. And she's gonna wave goodbye to everyone. They're both gonna leave. And Heia's gonna be like, I'm just gonna stay here and continue sewing.
And I'm gonna be like, uh, yeah, I'll I'll quick grab some of the harvest that we brought in, and go and um hide it so that I can grab it in the morning. and meet you guys at the beach.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna work hard to get this done by morning.
yeah, just don't overdo it, Haya.
Um, I might need some help carrying it to the beach when it's done.
Oh yeah, no problem. I can totally carry all those pellets.
Okay. Well, good night.
Night, and I give her a little head pat. And I uh I go home, hide some food and stuff in a little hidey hole.
As you exit the building, you're going to see Sia. And she's walking outside, and she's going to look at you, and she's going to be like, "Hey, Wuliang,
Hmm?
where's my sister?"
Uh
She has like her finger pointed at you.
um I don't know.
Okay, I know you don't know a lot of things, but I know you know where my sister is.
Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm gonna start running.
She's like, "What? Where are you going?" And and you leave her behind.
And I like cross my fingers as I'm running, and I'm like, please don't let her discover Haya.
All right, so where are you heading to now?
Home.
Okay. You make it home and you see Xiaolong is like outside. He's just kind of like watering the plants.
Hey, Xiaolong.
Wuliang, hey, did you have fun today?
Yeah, I did. I give him a noogie.
Ah. And he's like,
But
well,
like a playful one, you know?
yeah. It's like, wow. I mean, I'm glad you were able to have fun. I was able to also have fun, and I spent the day with mom.
Yeah, I went off and played with my friends, and we had a grand old time. Hey, Xiaolong.
Yes.
I love you, bro.
He's gonna be like, I love you too, and he's gonna give you a big hug.
And I'm gonna give him a big hug back. And then I'm gonna be like, in my head, I'm thinking, man, he's gonna be so pissed at me.
Yep. And he's gonna be like, he's gonna say, okay, I just need to finish watering these plants, and then I'll be inside after. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let me finish giving these plants some water, and he's gonna get back to watering the plants.
And then I'm gonna head inside. It's like dusk at the moment, right?
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
Yeah. Um. So I'm going to is mom cooking dinner?
No.
Am I the one that cooks dinner?
Everyone is supposed to prepare their own food. So every single
Oh, okay.
individual, they prepare their own individual food, and people only cook meals for more than one person if they're making a kind gesture for someone else, or if someone's in need, right? So if somebody, maybe their crops died and so they don't really have a harvest.
Or it's like a festival or
Exactly,
whatever.
or a
Yeah.
big feast celebrating in a festival, that kind of stuff. But traditionally, everyone just makes their own food because the
Okay.
reasoning being is that they want to cut down on food waste, right? So, because survival in this land is a big priority.
Mm. I see. So eat when you're hungry, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Um, but I particularly took to cooking. Uh, um, in terms of like interest in the skill.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do now until because I can't really put my plan into action until nighttime, until everybody's asleep.
Right.
So I think what I'll do is like play with my brother for a little while, and then like pretend to go to sleep.
Right. And Shia is also gonna jump in and play around, have a little bit of fun. And uh, as you guys are playing around, Sima Liang is gonna kind of like pass by the room and be like, children, and like, and like, and kind of like
Dude,
scoff.
you're like 7. Like what? You are a child.
I know, it's so good. But he's like, but he's like, yeah,
I give him a little smile and wave. Like, I'm trying to be like the good older brother to him and stuff, but he just keeps rebuking me and stuff.
yeah. He's just he kind of like raises his nose in the air a little bit and like walks away.
And once everybody's asleep, I'm gonna put my plan into action.
And then so when you go and pretend like you're sleeping, like as soon as you lay down, your father comes into your room and he's going to say to everyone else, all right, clear out please, I need to speak with Wuliang. And like everyone's gonna go into the other rooms and leave him alone with you. And he's going to be like, Wuliang, I need you to pay attention.
I like strain like a board as soon as he says Wu Leong.
There comes a time where a man needs to put behind the childish dreams and childish games and desires and stand up and be a man. We could really use more hunters. So just think about it. You don't have to be a disappointment. And he's going to get up and walk out of the room.
Dad,
Yes. He turns before he turns at the doorway.
I'm gonna become a hero. You'll see.
He like lets out a sigh. Okay, Wuliang. And he like walks out the door and goes to his bedroom.
And with renewed determination to show my dad that I'm not a disappointment. He's the disappointment. I'm gonna pretend to be asleep with my siblings and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we share like a big room.
Yeah. They all come back in and file into their beds. And then you hear your dad's voice, and I want everyone sleeping. Don't be staying up all night. And everyone just goes straight to sleep.
A few hours pass by, and I slip out of my bed.
First, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Actually, let's make it a tenacity saving throw.
Tenacity saving throw. That is a 14, I think.
Okay, that is a success. The saving throw was to see if you fell asleep. Because while you're just relaxing, you could just doze off. But no, you don't fall asleep. You stay awake, and you are able to get up. So now, you have, if you want to move quietly through the house, you have two options. You can either roll a dexterity stealth check, or you can roll an enmity stealth check. In my recommendation, your dexterity value is higher than your enmity. So I would roll a dexterity stealth check.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. It's just a flat d20 for you.
10.
Okay. And then I'm going to roll perception checks at disadvantage since they're sleeping. Okay. Oh. It's a good thing that was at disadvantage. So one of the rolls was a nat 20, but the other one was an 8. so
Yay, disadvantage!
So you're good. You're able to successfully maneuver through the house and exit the building if you need to. Without
And
anyone.
I'm gonna like start like I'm just gonna grab one of the freeze boxes that like has like food in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna like look inside and be like how much try to calculate how much time this food would last us.
So you don't need to worry about that too much. From a DM perspective, I'm going to just say that collectively, the four of you will bring enough food for 4 people for the full 2 weeks time. So in total, you'll have enough food and water on the raft.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna grab the freeze box and one of the freeze boxes with food and sort of just go hide it.
Okay.
Would you like a
No, you already rolled, so you can just do it.
Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna hide it near the edge of well, we are in the forest, but you know, near the edge of the village.
Right.
towards the beach.
You got it.
And then I'm going to go back to sleep. Go home and go back to sleep.
Okay. So you rest, and you wake up, and it's the next day.
And I'm going to eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And
what are you going to eat?
I figure a nice ambana, right? That's the name of the fruit.
Uh-huh.
Ambana porridge.
Okay. So you eat that, and so ambana. Do you remember what the effect is for ambana?
Yes, it reduces duration for negative effects and something else. Let me check my notes. And sickness.
Right. So, for the next 24 hours, if you are afflicted with a status ailment, then you will reduce the duration of that status ailment. So if I tell you you're going to be poisoned for 3 turns, you'll reduce it to 2 turns instead.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, where would you like to go?
I am going to see if there's any work that I have to do for today.
Nope.
First.
Nope, you've already harvested everything yesterday, so
Gotcha.
they're not going to regrow fruit like overnight.
I didn't know if I had to like take care of any animals or anything like that.
Oh no.
All right. So then I'm just going to head towards the beach like we planned and grab the freeze box along the way.
Are you forgetting something?
Possibly.
There was something that you're forgetting. If you would like to roll a history check, I will tell you what it is if you succeed. Otherwise, you can try to figure it out.
12.
So Heya asked you to do something for her.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna head to Heya's place, I guess.
Well, she's at the crafting hall.
She didn't go home to sleep?
No. But like she told you she was gonna
not
work
to-
on it and that she's gonna want your help.
Yeah. I'm gonna head to the crafting place then.
Okay. So back at the crafting place, it's still too early for anyone else to be there yet. So it's just Heya, and she's sleeping, but her head is on the counter, at her workstation. But the sail is finished.
He's not sure if he should wake her or wait for her to wake up.
Well, if you wait, you risk other people coming in.
That's true. I'm going to gently poke her cheek. Hey, time to wake up.
She's gonna slowly open her eyes and be like, huh? And like her eyes are barely open, and she's gonna see you and be like, 5 more minutes. And then put her head back down.
You know, I would carry you, but I have to carry the sail.
Oh yeah. Okay. As she's gonna get up, her hair is like a mess. It's like super poofed out. And
You might want to go home and fix your hair and stuff.
yeah, maybe. Do you have the sale?
And I'm going to like fold it up into like a manageable like bundle,
Uh
and I'm gonna be like, yeah, right here, and I pat it.
huh. Okay. I'm going to take a bath and wake up. I'll meet you at the beach. And she's gonna like groggily walk out of the building and go home.
And I'm going to attempt to lift the sail.
All right, strength check. Surely you get this.
Surely my dice will not betray me. I could try again, right?
What did you roll?
A 2.
Oof. Well, you're gonna sit there for like an hour trying to pick it up. And it's so heavy. It's ridiculous. You may try again, but every time you make another attempt, another hour will pass.
Okay. Is there a cart in here?
There is.
I'm gonna be a smart monkey and bring the cart over to the table. And then try to lift it into the cart.
There you go. You could just slide it off the table and into the cart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Player ingenuity. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. And so now you can take the cart.
So yeah, I pull the cart behind me, and I'll set the freeze box that I hit away into the cart as well,
Mm-hmm.
and then just head towards the beach like we planned.
Mm-hmm. Are you forgetting something?
Am I?
What else do you need besides the sail?
I said I grabbed the freeze box that I hid.
To make the raft, what else do you need besides a sail?
Oh. I'm gonna grab as much wood as I can and stuff it into the cart.
Uh-huh. And what else do you need?
And I assume we made the adhesive last night because
Yeah. Hey, I took care of it.
because I boiled the water. The water was already boiled, and
Yeah, you're gonna see some like jars that are labeled super adhesive.
with a little heart at the end. And I'm gonna be like,
The eye in adhesive is gonna be like a little puff. Like the dot of the eye is a little puff.
in my head, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you're such a cutie," and I'm gonna load the jars into the cart as well, and then with all the power that a 13-year-old feral monkey child can muster, pull the cart to the beach.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
18.
All right. Yeah, you're good. You're chilling. You can pull it. And you make it to the beach. On the way there, roll a d100.
Sure. 73.
Okay. So.
Do I get to
Uh,
punch something?
So, you're going to hear the purring of a creature. You can roll a nature check if you would like to try to determine what kind of creature it is, or you can continue moving along the path to the beach.
I'm going to roll that nature check.
Okay. So, you have a feature. Do not forget about your feature.
Yes, animal familiarity.
Mm-hmm. And what does it say?
Roll with advantage. I got an 18.
Okay. For the people who are watching, it's when rolling a nature check to identify an animal and or its characteristics, roll with advantage. So you rolled an 18 and you are trying to identify this purring sound. The purring sound actually belongs to a creature called a crest tail stalker. This is
Oh
a
no!
this is a large panther-like creature that has a fan-shaped tail ridge at the tip of its tail. And usually they will either climb up into a tree in a high location and wait for the prey to pass by to pounce on it, or they will climb up on top of a mountain edge, like a cliffside, and jump off of the cliff and pounce on their prey. So instead of like hiding behind tall grass, they just hide at an elevated spot and jump down. So
Yeah,
now that,
you'd be surprised how many people do not look up.
yeah, exactly. So it's a very smart creature. But it's so now that you've isolated that this is what it is, you're able to look up and see that on the path that you are taking, there is a crest tail stalker in the tree waiting for you to pass by so that it can pounce.
Has it noticed me?
Oh yeah, it's watching you. It's waiting for you to pass by. It's like ready to pounce, and so if you had kept walking, it would have pounced on you. Because you rolled high though. If you walk and if you walk a far enough distance away and maneuver around to your path, right, then it won't pounce and it'll just stay up in the tree and wait. Because the idea is that it's gonna figure it'll just wait for the next prey to come in instead of jumping down, wasting all that energy chasing you. It's gonna wait for somebody to be in range to spring its trap.
My immediate thought goes to Heya. I'm going to let go of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And there any rocks nearby?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to pick up a nice sized, like a baseball sized rock. And I'm going to whip that at the cat in the eye. Hopefully.
Okay. Roll an accuracy dexterity check.
Yes, and I'm actually good at this. That is a natural 20.
Shoo. So,
First one of the campaign.
so what happens when you're not 20?
I gain a fury. Right?
That's when you're in combat.
Oh. I don't remember.
Momentum. So you gain the 1 momentum for your successful skill check, and then you gain a bonus of 5 momentum for crit success.
So I gain 6.
Yes.
Gotcha. So I'm up to 13 momentum.
Yep. So you can see it's pretty fast. It fills up pretty fast over time. You'll be able to use that overdrive feature pretty consistently throughout the campaign. So, don't forget though, momentum is also used to take reactions.
Yes.
So if you wanted to take a reaction, you can take as many reactions per round as you want, but each reaction will cost 1 action point on top of the cost for the action that you're choosing as a reaction, and will cost you 5 momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good idea to stock up on your momentum. So you throw this rock at the crest tail stalker, and you hit it dead in the eye, straight on, not even a little bit off course. It is pinpoint accuracy on that panther's eye. The panther then lets out a roar and a howl, and it screeches, and it's definitely, that sucked. He's just like, frick, that sucked. And so he actually is going to need to roll a saving throw. Let me just roll it. And he fails. And so this panther falls out of the tree and crashes onto the ground, taking 4 damage from the fall. And then roll a d4. Oh no, you crit it. So then it takes 8 damage from your crit, because a crit success on an attack is maximum possible damage times 2.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're just gonna say that this rock is a improvised weapon, which is a 1d4, and it'll just do 8 damage because maximum possible damage is 4 times 2 is 8. Boom. So this panther just took 12 damage in total.
Gotcha.
And now we can roll initiative.
And I'm gonna square up. I'm gonna take this thing on with my bare hands. Let's go.
So, what's your initiative check?
0.
No, I mean like you roll it.
Oh, 10.
Okay. The panther rolled a 9, so you get to go first.
Perfect. So remind me again. I get 4 AP every turn plus the 1 that I get from action.
Correct. So you're gonna go ahead and add that to your action point pool.
Okay. And then how many action points does it take to move?
1 action point per movement action. Now, a movement action, you can take as many movement actions per turn as you'd like. But any other action besides movement, you only have 1 action. Unless you do action surge to get an extra action.
So that means if I wanted to punch the panther after moving, I would have to do an action surge, right?
No. So movement does not cost your action. So there's an action and then there's a movement action. Right? So you can move and take an action, but you can't take 2 actions. Like you can't take action. There's no bonus actions is basically what I mean. It's just an action. That's all you get. And then if you want to take another action, you can action surge. But your movement action does not cost your action slots. So you don't need to action surge to move again. You just need to decide to move. You just spend 1 action point and you can move. Each time you spend an action point to move during combat, you can move a total of 9 units. And so each unit is about 5 feet, but it depends on like the terrain and where you are. So
yeah, I think how far away is the panther?
it is probably about 5 units away.
Okay, so if I spend an action point to move my 9 squares, I can get over to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. -1. And then I'm going to dexterous oh, we didn't change our dexterous strike back. I don't
no,
think.
Dexterous Strike already has Quicken attached to it. That's what makes it dexterous.
Oh, okay.
And then Strength Strike is a stronger hit, but it costs more AP.
Yeah, I think I'm going to dexterous strike the panther in its already injured eye, if that's okay.
Okay. So, you can roll your attack roll. And it's a dexterity based attack roll.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm aiming it, do I get to do accuracy?
No. Accuracy is for thrown or ranged weapons.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for generally like hitting something.
Yeah, no, that's just flavor text, and it can, depending on what you're doing, it can, like if you're attacking a weak point, it can increase the chance of a critical strike, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I wanna punch it in its already injured eye.
right. Well, its eye isn't like severely injured, like it's not. It's just in pain, right? So
Yeah, I want to make the pain worse.
yeah, which is good. And in certain cases, if you're attacking in like a legitimately, because injury is also a status ailment, right? So if something is injured, then attacking the injured limb will do bonus damage. But in this particular case, this panther is not afflicted with a status ailment. He is just damaged.
Anyways, I rolled a 15.
Okay, that's good. You hit. So the damage value for a dexterous strike is 1 plus your dexterity value.
Oh, so I did 1 damage.
Correct.
Oh, I gotta remove an AP, right?
Yeah, for the deck strike.
How much is it to action surge?
It costs you 1 action point to action surge. And then it'll cost the action point cost for the next action that you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do a strength strike.
Okay,
So that'll be 3 AP.
correct. Okay, and then roll your strength-based attack roll.
17.
That hits. And you can roll your damage.
+2 momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1d4. Right. Max damage.
Perfect. And with this strength strike, your fist connects to the head of this panther, and this panther is now knocked out cold.
I'm gonna be like, that was easy.
Oh yeah, that crit strike in the beginning, huge difference. That 12 damage took out most of its health bar.
Yeah, I'm really good at throwing things.
This particular panther was younger, so it had like only a health bar of 15.
Yeah. But I knock it out, and then I'm like, I'm gonna like drag it off the path and then continue on towards the beach.
Okay. I'm assuming you're also continuing to pull your cart.
Yes.
Okay. So you make it to the beach. And you're waiting. A little while later, you're going to see Niala show up. And she's like, "Hey, Wuliang, I'm here."
I beat up a panther.
You did?
Yeah.
What would you do that for?
Because I was worried it might attack one of you girls on the path to the beach.
Oh, I thought you meant you like went out and found a panther and beat it up and then came back. I was like, what? It's a random thing to do.
Yeah, no. I threw a rock at its eye and then punched it twice, and it was knocked out cold.
Well, thank you. And she's gonna